me joining your company was a matter of, do I spend all the hours, all the time trying to figure it out, tripping over myself, or almost kind of like hire a partner to help me get there? No, it's a $3,500 implementation, 5,500, a 10,000, and then you could scale it. And now with technology, you can scale. I gave Jake money. We agreed on a service, and he's performing on that service.
Meet John, a busy business owner based out of New York City who owns an insurance brokerage and is a chartered financial analyst. In the next few minutes, we're going to go over John's experience so far and how he went from being a busy professional to closing $28,500 in contracted revenue just 33 days after joining Grow AI, which allowed him to create a new stream of income completely in his spare time, despite having zero technological experience or any AI-related skills.
Well, first off, before we get into anything, how's everything going with Urgent Air?
I let him know. He says, let's proceed. So I told him, I'm going to send you over some intake forms and stuff. But I'm the one pushing him more than him pushing me,
All right.
which is fine. He's a friend of mine. And when I send him stuff, he'll jump on it because he's
Yeah,
excited.
that's
He's
good.
excited to move forward. So, yeah.
Do you just want to explain a little bit what you were doing before you got into like the AI stuff, and then
Yeah,
what
man.
kind of triggered you to get into it?
No problem. So I'm a licensed CPA. I'm also a chartered financial analyst. I deal with business owners throughout the United States a lot. I have a lending company, insurance, but I've always, with new technology out there, AI is, changing the game on everything. I would feel like it'd be irresponsible of me not to jump into the world. And, I think, to be very blunt, anyone could probably figure this stuff out. It'll just take you some time, So with me joining your company was a matter of, do I spend all the hours, all the time trying to figure it out, tripping over myself, or almost kind of like hire a partner to help me get there? If it could be from putting together a proposal to reaching out to tech VAs, to just going over the whole process, to building out cold email campaigns, managing my CRM. There's so much that could go into it. It sounds easy, but there's a lot. And, I'm not saying I'm tech illiterate, but I'm not a tech guy. So I felt, let me go to an expert, met you, enjoyed you, and now working with you for over a month now, about a month, right?
Yeah,
And
you said about 30, 35 or so days.
yeah, and every time I have a question, you're answering it promptly, jumping on calls with me, going over, next steps, critiquing proposals I put together, constructive critiques, like all good things. So I got nothing bad to say. Everything so far so good.
Thank you, thank you. And then I guess what was an obstacle that would have prevented you from buying something like this, or like something that maybe you were scared at first, or I have some people that hop on, they're a little bit more afraid of the tech implementation side of things. I don't know if that's something for you.
That
Some people with
was.
sales, of course. I mean, you're a businessman at the end of the day. Like you deal with business on a regular basis. So
Yeah, the sales part wasn't too much of like my hurdle to get over, because I felt like I understand the intricacies of business, so that was fine. But the whole matter of installing the tech and even understanding of how to get to the install, so it's like you have a discovery call and get to understand the person's business, having them fill intake forms, what software they're using. So that was my huge fear. Is I do have a warm network of business owners. I want to say, hey, I could perform the service for you, but I don't know how to perform the service. So that was my big fear. I didn't want to hurt my reputation. But with your support, I feel much more comfortable implementing this, reaching out to my warm network, because all right, you guys are taking care of it. We're interviewing VAs. We're working with tech VAs now. So that was one of my biggest hurdles. The other one is trust.
okay.
Spending, giving some guy I just met over the internet money, was one, and that was a hurdle to get over. It's tough at first. You talk
Of
to
course.
many companies in the space, and I spoke to your sales rep too, and he was a Christian guy. I'm a Christian guy. I felt a certain way. I had a good feeling. So far, so good. So I feel good. I'm happy with my decision.
Thank you for that. And then what did you find as a result of kind of joining Grow AI and, based on everything that you were told, and like, is it all lining up with everything that you were told?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, there's tiers to the packages. I got the big boy package, so a lot of stuff gets done for you or with you, but everything that I expected I had to do, I have to do, and everything that you guys are doing, you're there. You're almost like my consultant, my guys right next to me, So yeah, for everything I agreed to is what's happening.
What specific feature do you like the most about being, in Grow AI? Is it you know, the
The
ability to
the,
talk to us?
the support. Yeah.
Okay, so
The support is the number one thing for me because I felt like I needed it, and that's what I'm paying for is for the support and expertise of someone who's already done it.
yeah,
I ask you questions, and you're like, well, with my company, I worded it a little bit better, and I would prefer to go with your personal experience rather than what I think will work.
it's all based on data.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
then
and you want me to succeed because the more I succeed, the more I talk about your company, the more I'll do these testimonials
of
and
course.
it'll grow. So
Yeah,
it makes where interests are directly aligned. You
it's
know?
funny how that word comes up, even when I'm talking to other clients and stuff about grow. Like, my company's going to grow, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good word. But one more. Would you recommend this product? If so, yes, and why?
I would recommend the product because I think the product is what's needed for the future for businesses. If we don't jump on it now, other people will. Big consulting companies do this. Huge companies out there, but they're coming in and they're performing automation services for huge companies like Chase and international companies. But now because of tech, the smaller guys, the smaller commercial companies can have this tech, and it's not, hey, a $2 million implementation build out. No, it's a $3,500 implementation, 5,500, a 10,000, and then you could scale it. And now with technology, you could scale. That to me is like, it's just to me, it's the future. It's something that we should know how to do and implement. I'm going to learn how to implement for other people. I'm going to implement it in my current businesses now.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. And then I guess, if somebody was on the fence about joining Grow AI, what is something that you would tell them? Whether it's about the market, your experience, whatever that may be. Just
If they're on the fence, I guess it depends on what they're on the fence about, right? Rather it being a good business decision to get into this industry, that's their own
Mhm.
regard. Like me, I think it's what you should do. To get on the fence, like saying and trusting in your company, is to watch this testimonial. um, and maybe do some more research about your company. I'm assuming there might be like Trustpilot reviews and stuff like that. So I guess do more diligence on the company out there. But to actually know it's going to work is these testimonials to say that no, I gave Jake money, we agreed on a service, and he's performing on that service.